Without any further ado, let's jump into the next best of 5 to determine who's going to be the next team in league play for RLCS Season 2 with the commentary. It's going to be Wave Punk and Findable Carpet. Take it away, guys.
Thanks so much, Axel Toss. I'm Wave Punk, joined here by my good friend Findable Carpet. And Findable, we have Deception versus Wildcard, a team we have seen, a team that has beaten a team that has already qualified, just as the analyst desk said, up against Wildcard, a team we have not gotten to see today, but they have gotten this far. They were in a bracket of 5,000 teams, and they are one of the 4 teams left at this point.
Yeah, I mean, obviously both these teams have made it this far. As we said, Wildcard's a team I haven't really seen many of these people's play, these players play. People's I've actually done
these
today.
People's play?
I haven't seen these players play much at all, really.
Sure.
They've obviously made it this far, so they've beaten teams to get up to this point. I'm really curious to see how they're going to perform against Deception. And we watched Deception play earlier. As we said, they did knock down Vendetta, which is a really big thing. That's a huge game. I mean, Vendetta, we just watched them play so well. So the fact that they were able to pull that off against Deception is against Vendetta is a pretty big feat.
Absolutely, and Vendetta just knocking out one of the favorites for the tournament, Selfless. They're not even going to be in RLCS Season 2. So Deception poised in a good position. It's all up to Wildcard. How is Wildcard going to deal with this Deception squad? We'll have Wildcard in the blue with Deception in the orange. We'll get this match underway. Right now it is Deception with ball control. Wildcard territory, Vince trying to drop this one through. Another shot comes in. Fireworks does not get the third touch, and that leaves it with Laz as he moves around here. Wildcard trying to transition onto offense. Now Skies leaving that one in the corner. Lets Vince take it all the way back down. We have Skies, Laz, and Dude with the Nose, which is quite the lengthy name for a player there.
Lengthy and sensible. I mean, I can't say much, but
he's a sensitive player because of his nose. I don't know, something like that. Law is able to send that one back and forth between these teams right now. Very kind of the team's just feeling each other out at the moment. Neither team really making a push towards the other team's goal at the moment. It hasn't broken out of this kind of middle third of the field for a while. It finally makes it its way to the corner. Fireworks able to wrap it around, but Dude with the Nose is there. Corrupted G and Vince now. Teaming together, able to get a transition. Skies plays it back. Vince picks it up. He and Fireworks right next to each other. Pinches off to the wall. Now Dude with the Nose comes off the corner, plays it down. Nice double touch there to put it all the way up in orange corner.
It's been quite a quiet game so far. Neither team really gaining a lot of massive control in the opposing halves. We see them trying to clear it across. Vince, as we talked about earlier, got picked up recently by the team. Oh, and he's going to open up with the first goal of the series. He gets a nice lob, and it must be misread by a defender. He gets a really good touch. Was about to start following it up, and it looked like Dude with the Nose just kind of whizzed on by. He had the boost for it, but he got a little bit too much momentum on his car.
Yep, and Deception going to be the first team to strike here in the series. Able to put a point on the board there is Vince. Nice lofter. 3:16 left to go. And we will see how Wildcard responds here. Skies on the wall. Gonna fall back. Vince has control. Fireworks is waiting for the touch out. It does not cross very tightly, but Corrupted G able to move up and fall back. 3 players in the corner right now for Wildcard as Fireworks tries to set something up for Corrupted. He's going to let that one go as Vince cuts in on Corrupted, but they're able to keep the ball in blue territory, pop it across the goal. It's in the front of the box. Fireworks there. 50-50 keeps it in midfield. As Corrupted and Vince fall back, trades places. Ball still hanging out at midfield as Dude with the Nose takes a shot. It goes just high. Sky's able to keep some pressure on, but a good clear from Vince will send it all the way back around, and it's going to be right in front of the blue goal here.
A lot of balls being uncontested in the opposing half. We saw another attack almost working out for Deception. They came pretty close to a couple of close touches, but both teams are just kind of getting like a shot and they're not following up. It's surprisingly quiet from both sides.
Laz drops that one in front of his own box. Vince takes a shot. Skies has to clear it with some help from Dude. Now Vince keeping that pressure on. Dude pops it out. Skies lays it downfield. Corrupted G puts it back into the corner. Clearing it away. Let his teammates get set up behind him and then transition back out. Corrupted G's maintained ball control down the length of the field. Skies back passes to Dude. He's able to put it up on the wall. Vince pops it out. Play going back and forth. Still teams being very passive in this game, they're allowing each other to have like a lot of space here. They're allowing them to like make the touches they want to, very long clears, not a lot of tight ball control. There's not a lot of like 50-50s happening. It's just kind of lots of long clears back and forth, both teams looking for opportunities.
Yeah, and it comes to the point where neither team is really like keeping the pressure up that they're building. A few times we're seeing, oh, dude, getting the dunk!
There we go. Put some pressure on, got the second touch, and it's a tie game.
Dude, follow this up. He saw Fireworks going for the save, and he tried to read the clear instead and dunks it into the side of the net, tying up the game. Hopefully we'll see them kind of wake up now that they've gotten a point on the board.
2 points scored in the first 3 minutes, 1:18 left to go. And it's anybody's game here in game number 1. Fireworks following this one off the wall, puts it off the backboard. Nobody really there for defense, but nobody there to make the shot on the side of Deception. That leaves it with Laz from Wildcard, moving it into the orange corner. Fireworks sets this one up for himself. Dude and Laz both commit on that one. Corrupted G watching Dude in the corner. Trying to play this one off. Dude gets a pass too. Skies tries to put it in. Laz is not in the position to get the third touch. Corrupted will drop it to Fireworks, who drops it towards the net. Laz puts it off to the side. Corrupted's watching again. Vince lurking at the midfield. Laz is able to get it past him. It's a breakaway opportunity, but Corrupted G is able to get back in time and clear it away. Fireworks in the corner. Alongside Vince. Final 30 seconds, still a tie game. As Fireworks pops this one out, gets it around Dude with the nose, and there's the lead for Deception.
There we go. Fireworks trying to follow up his own touch. He waits for this bounce. It rolls down to the ground. He didn't know if it was going to roll down the curve or actually bounce a little harder. But as soon as it does, it hits it off the back wall, follows up immediately, popping it over to defender. That's why you need to close that gap on defense. You need to try and stop those corner shots, stop any of those passes from happening. But he wasn't met by anybody from Wildcard.
Corrupted G coming over the top, sending another one towards the Wildcard net. Wildcard with 15 seconds left is looking to tie the game, but Vince has a run onto the goal, cleared away by Laz. It's still in a dangerous spot, nobody home. Corrupted G sends another one, and it's 3-1 for Deception.
These 3 touches from Deception are what kept them on. Laz tried to push it to the corner, but him and his teammate, Skies, both went for that, which actually left the net wide open. Dude wasn't able to rotate back quick enough for that.
With 9 seconds left, it's looking like Deception has game number 1 in the books. And it's going to be up to Wildcard to reevaluate, reconsider. I think both teams had, mainly Wildcard, but both teams we saw this passivity we talked about at the beginning. And Wildcard had just quite a bit more of it. Deception kind of figured themselves out, like, let's get up on the offense, let's press some issues. They had that one great play from Dude with the nose on the side of Wildcard, but otherwise there was very, very few scoring opportunities.
Yeah, they're not really putting the pressure up. They're not taking, I don't want to say risks at this point.
Sure.
They really are just kind of, if they're not in their own half and they don't have complete full possession, we don't see a lot of, like you said, there are almost no 50-50s I saw that game.
Right.
And most of the times when you have really fast play, players are meeting the ball at the midfield constantly. Just constant 50-50s, trying to read those, trying to follow up. Even on defense when they're trying to clear it out in offense, both teams, at least for most of the first half of the game at least, they suffered from not following up their own touches. They would just kind of touch it out, try and follow as an individual, try and get a second touch in the air. But those are getting pretty easy to read at the skill level of Rocket League.
Right, yeah, no, there's long volleys, playing it at the midfield line, hanging back in your half, and it's a very, very safe way to play the game, but it doesn't really create scoring opportunities, which you really need to be able to create at this level of play. Deception able to come up strong here in game number 1 and create a few more. Everyone had a goal on this team. That was actually really interesting. Every player scored one of their 3 goals.
That's actually pretty cool. And, Deception, as we saw coming alive a little bit later, and they were able to keep pressure a little bit longer towards the end. As you saw more than just 2 shots coming out. They would get 3, 4, maybe even 5 shots on some of their plays when they were in Wildcard's half. But, if Wildcard can wake up, but like I said, I haven't seen much of Wildcard, so I don't know what to compare them to particularly. So I'm hoping they can pick up the pace.
Maybe a Dude with a nose can smell out some weaknesses and create and find some play. I had to go for at least one, right?
I know. I'll give you your one.
Corrupted G clearing it away from his own goal. Vince is set up, makes a clutch save there to keep it out. Still scoreless here in the first 13 seconds. Another nice shot coming in from Wildcard. Starting to heat up as Laz sends another one. 2 shots. He had an opportunity. Second one going wide. I believe the first one was wide as well. Rough situation. They really got to be able to capitalize on those opportunities they have.
They do, but they also need to remember that they were able to put those shots on and pull the defenders out. So they just need to, not get too defeated. Laz did have an open net, but it was a pretty tough angle at the pace the ball was going. It was bouncing on the ground, coming across the field.
Oh man, that angle from Vince was on target, forcing Skies to make a very nice save there. Both teams playing much more aggressively so far in game number 2. The pace of the ball has been considerably higher. Corrupted going to try and play this one out, plays it underneath Skies. Fireworks following this one up, but Laz puts it into the corner. Viz and Laz up on the wall. The demo and Dude with the nose will send him back onto the back lines. Now Corrupted watching this one patiently, gets it past Skies, gets it past Dude with the nose, following it into the blue, gets demoed by Dude with the nose. A solid play there, but Fireworks and Vince still applying. It gets cleared away.
I mean, right now we see Wildcard is definitely trying to keep their defense game. They want to try and get a couple good counterattacks. We see Laz now coming up. There was a good 50-50 trying to win that. And if you can read those and try and match them up, then you can be able to keep control in your opponent's half.
Oh, there's Vince with a nice shot, able to finish that one off from Fireworks, and First Blood going to come out for Deception.
This first touch right around the defender. Dude was going to try and gain control, but then he heard someone coming up, so he jumped ready for the shot. But instead of putting it on net, they were smart enough to put it around the player instead, put it off the backboard, leaving the net wide open for his teammate to come in for the shot.
3:17 left to go. Deception with the first point on the board. Wildcard looking to respond. This Dude with the nose plays it off and up the Skies, but interrupted by Vince. And now Fireworks with a nice shot on the net, gets it past Laz. Excellent speed, makes it a 2-0 game.
This was just a nice clinical shot by Fireworks. It was coming across the net. He noticed Laz was towards the front. He actually started to cheat his way out. Fireworks rotated his car, made sure he got the power on the top part of his car towards the outside of the net, and Laz couldn't turn around for it.
Yep, Laz had started to leave net, but just a moment too late realized his mistake. Was not able to get back in time. 3:02 left to go. And Deception with a 2-point lead. Laz backflips. That leaves it with Corrupted, but he only puts it into the corner. Now Vince watching this one around, trying to set it up for a teammate. A nice touch by Laz, puts it a little bit higher than any Deception player felt comfortable coming in on. Fireworks going to come in for that one, finish it off, and it's a 3-0 game.
Now we see Deception starting to put the pressure on and take the shots, and he Corrupted, put that so high up above the net. Fireworks getting there as quick as possible. Dude almost made it. He tried to read it off that backboard. But like I said, if you're facing the net and a ball's bouncing off the wall, it's so much easier to read than when you're in the net.
I'm so impressed. I'm impressed that Dude got as close as he did. That's just such a difficult read, but so much better for the offender who was able to put that one in. Excellent play here. And they're trying to push in another one. That 3-0 lead just here at halftime. Corrupted pops it towards the box. Laz will be able to clear it away. But Fireworks going to try and create pressure. Laz gets it past him. Corrupted G's there. Now we're starting to see some midline defense coming up. Vince with a nice shot that goes just off the corner. Skies following this one around. Playing patiently, takes a shot towards the net, and there's a point on the board for Wildcard.
He put quite a lot of power on this. Skies being patient, waiting for that bounce to get the power shot, but then he waited for almost a bounce. Number 2 didn't wait till it hit the ground. So I believe whoever was going to try and contest that from Deception was waiting for he assumed, all right, he's going to take the power shot. He's probably going to wait for that bounce. Also, they took it a little too early, and they weren't prepared for it.
Fireworks winning the 50-50 with Laz, but losing the 50-50 on the wall with Dude. Sends it towards the net. He has an opportunity. It drops back in front of the box. Can Skies finish it? Goes high. Fireworks looking for the clear just to push it away from his goal so it doesn't drop down again. Laz was very defensively positioned. He was not up to try and take a third shot, but now here he comes, sending it towards the net, cleared by Vince. 2 players went for that one, and Laz will punish. That's going to be a 1-point game.
You mentioned how Laz dropped a little bit too far back, and I was going to mention it, but he seemed to redeem himself. He put that on target, and both Vince and Fireworks went for that very unnecessarily. It was not a difficult save. They both had it very easily. Fireworks actually, I guess he didn't, I don't think he saw his teammate in front. I don't think he saw Vince because, again, on ball cam, his camera was facing the ball completely, which is away from the net.
Right.
But it gave Laz a pretty easy shot.
Right, yep, and that was well done by Laz, making it a 1-point game, 1:40 left to go, and Wildcard showing signs of life with an opportunity. Skies is up for this one, drops it, it doesn't go in. Fireworks clears it away. It was such a pretty shot from Skies. They still have the opportunity, finally cleared away by Corrupted G, but oh my goodness, the defense hold in there for Deception.
That was an incredible shot from Skies. He did, again, rotate his car upside down to get the powerful hit down towards net, but just a little bit too far. His car was just a little bit too far right. He put the ball wide left. Ooh, also good patience on Skies, letting his teammate, trusting in him to make that hit.
Yeah, an excellent save there by Dude with the nose, but the pressure is still on for Deception. They've got the ball in the box. Corrupted, not able to get the touch. Skies carrying it down. He and Laz moving up quickly, trying to get a transition, get a counterplay. It's going to drop down in front of the net. They didn't go for it, though. I'm not really sure why Dude with the nose didn't go in for the shot there, especially with it being the last minute. You need this goal. It's going above the goal again. This is going to be wild card on the defense, needing the transition. They are able to push it up into the corner. Skies has an opportunity, but can't get it around. Dude with the nose keeps the pressure on. 30 seconds remaining. Laz wraps it around the corner. Fireworks set up in goal. We'll take it over the top and transition or switch there with Corrupted. Now Skies trying to push it out. You can see Deception playing defensively, just clearing it away. Not necessarily going for goals at this moment, just trying to get it over the top of all the wild card players. They get it past two. Skies rotates into the corner, keeps it away. Vince pops this one out, and you can see Fireworks going up for that one, but he didn't get the touch. Final countdown, 3 seconds left. Wild card needs it to travel the entire length of the field. It's not going to happen, and Deception takes 2 games in a row.
You mentioned it while it was happening. Wild card did, considering there were only 40 seconds left. They're a goal down. They were playing surprisingly passively.
Right.
They weren't, like, sometimes you just go for it at that point. Like, get to 50-50. Try and chase that ball down. Make them feel like they have to be on defense. But Deception played it smart. They played even more patient. They sat back in their own half most of the time. They weren't trying to chase. They didn't want to overcommit. They almost caught wild card off on an overcommittance. We saw them. It was starting to go. Skies had to retreat back very quickly to try and get in the way of that shot. But I was kind of surprised. It's like, why is Wildcard backing up? Like, this is their time. They just need to go for it. You don't want to retreat all the way back for boost. Sometimes you don't have time. Sometimes you try and pick up the little ones. You try and get the I think it's 13 boosts you get from the little ones, and then it's 100 from the big ones. Sometimes you just try and grab a couple little ones while you're still in their half, turn back around and go for it. But we saw both teams kind of do that a few times, like rotate back a little bit too far, kind of cut their offensive short. Wildcard started to come back, but Deception now 1 game away from qualifying.
Deception playing very well. On the brink of 3-0 in wildcard here. The wildcard looking so much better in game number 2. I think they're definitely warming up and definitely figuring out their opponents here. If they can continue to improve here in game number 3, I think we'll definitely have an opportunity to see them retaliate, take some games off of Deception and make a series out of this one. But I do think they really need to be able to realize when it is a critical moment that we need to be able to press up. Like, maybe it's an overcommitment, but at this point, just go for it. We're already down. We need the goal. Their dude with the nose didn't rotate up when he had an easy shot at the net. We'll see if they're able to move forward. Game number 3, it's do or die here for wildcard. This is it. If they don't win, they will go home, and Deception will qualify for RLCS Season 2. It's all coming down to this one right now, and it's up to wildcards to respond.
We did see quite a lot of shots from wildcard last game go just shy of the net, whether it be just a little bit right, a little bit left. Oh, Laz with the weak shot. And it actually ended up working in his favor. Corrupted G was prepared for something stronger. I'm surprised Laz actually took the touch he did. He went up for this. It was, I think it was actually, he did not mean to do that as much. It looked like he did try and get a second flip.
No, but you're right. It definitely worked out for him.
But it messed up Corrupted. Corrupted was prepared for a bullet. He did not get that. He tried to flip that out instead of trying to get, he wanted to get it clear, but there wasn't enough power on the ball for him to hit it back out.
Now Fireworks. We're seeing Deception here. Down by 1. I believe this is the first time they have been down. And it's up to Deception to respond and tie up the game. Dude with the nose, pressing this one out of his own half. A nice pop from Corrupted, puts it up. Turns around, picks up his own touch, and shoots it towards the net. A nice block there by Skies, puts it away. I liked what you were saying at the beginning of the game, because I totally agreed with it, that Wildcard, they've had some really decent scoring opportunities and have suffered from inaccuracy, have not been able to take the shots on the net. You seem like sometimes 1, 2, 3 shots at the net that all go just wide, and if they can maybe tighten up their accuracy a little bit, their precision of their shooting, they'd have a much better opportunity to take it. But right now, they do have the lead, 3:50 left to go, and it's all up to Deception.
Deception just needs to try and continue on the pressure they kind of did towards the end of last game. But we see Wildcard now, they're trying to make a lot more balls in the midfield. We see some more 50-50s. We see some more pinches going on. And just overall, like, trying to read the ball a little more efficiently.
Being more aggressive, that's what we want to see. Vince sets that one down. Corrupted is not there. Leaves it for Fireworks, who pops it out. Gets it over the top of 2. Nice plays there by Fireworks. Dude with the nose puts it into the corner. Now Vince. Very solid pinch clear. We'll send it all the way to blue. onto the backboard. Touched by Laws back into the corner, but Fireworks was waiting and able to pop it up. Corrupted is up for this one as well. I don't think Fireworks realized Corrupted was going to go up for that one. That's going to leave 2 up there, but luckily Vince was able to pick it up, keep this pressure on. Nice rotation by Fireworks. Pushes it over into the corner. Now Dude, watching this one. He's broken out of his own half and put it in to Deception's corner. Nice touch by Vince, will clear it back towards the goal. Oh dear, and the touch from Skies sends it in and makes it a tie game.
He cannot be happy about this one. Skies had plenty of time for the clear, and I knew he was confident in his touch. He's like, I'm going to get this, we're going to hit this over to the side. But instead of front flipping, he actually side flips or diagonal flips. Looked like a side flip, which instead of putting the momentum of the ball forward in front of him, it just continued it bouncing off of his car right into net.
With that, we have a tie game. Wild card making a mistake there, and that might cost them a spot in the RLCS. Hopefully they are able to react and get another point on the board, keep their hopes alive. If they lose this game, they are done. They are out, and Deception is in. Deception trying to push this one through. Fireworks wrapping around the corner. Vince following along with Laws, just providing some situational pressure. Corrupted G putting it into the corner. They like these corners a lot. They're playing the ball to the corner often. Corrupted drops that one in front of the net. Fireworks can't quite put it in. It bounces off of the corner. The vertices in between the crossbar and the post there. It comes back out. 2:03 left to go. Still a tie game as Dude with the nose takes a shot. Gets it just wide of the goal. Again, that inaccuracy hurting him a little bit. Vince sends it to the far side. Skies is there. Fireworks moves up. Here comes Deception.
Deception now, with this tie game, they want to end this. They want to end it as early as possible. We've seen a few good opportunities, but like you said, they keep putting it to the corner, which is good because they're pretty good at dealing with it over there, but it's a little bad because it makes you slightly predictable. There's only so many things you can do from the corner, but if you make a lot more midfield plays and try and cross it in front of the net, that's where things are a lot harder to read.
And you give yourself a lot more options when you've got that ball in the middle. If it's in the corner, the enemy team, like you said, predictable. It's easy to know where the ball's got to go. So here it is in the corner again, played off the wall by Skies. Fireworks takes a shot off of Skies' touch and takes the lead for Deception.
Fireworks, I've played with him plenty of times. He's been in the competitive scene quite some time, and he was such a good striker. And here you see this placement perfectly into the corner. Laz was sitting in net waiting for it. He's like, all right, well, there's not many shots they can give right here that are actually going to catch me off guard. But
right.
Fireworks saying no to that, putting it right into the corner with a lot of pace.
And just what an impressive read off of Skies' touch, realizing exactly where he's going with that. Vince dropping this one down. Oh, no, Corrupted G tried to finish it off. Fireworks bouncing it back around. Dude and Skies trying to push this out of their own half. 3 players in that blue corner right now. As Vince sends it towards the net, goes just wide. Skies clears it, but with 1 minute remaining, we have Wildcard's hopes and dreams of RLCS Season 2 on the line. They have to push this one out. They have to score. Laz puts on the backboard. Skies goes up but doesn't have the air. Dude with the nose puts on the backboard again. Skies goes up but misses. Laz comes in, but Fireworks dunks it on him and is able to push it up and take a shot. Dude with the nose getting the clear. Corrupted G keeps the pressure on. They're trying to just put another nail in the coffin, not give Wildcard any hope. 30 seconds left. Dude with the nose has to clear this one away. It's dropping in front of the box, and Vince will punish. It's a 2-point game.
We saw some really good pressure at a wild card a second ago. They were really keeping it to him, taking a little bit more risk. I saw Skies staying up to try and bounce it in the net. And honestly, it was a really good opportunity, but Vince clutching it just in time, right before it gets around the post, right before anyone from Wildcard is able to clear it out.
And with that, that might be the nail in the coffin to Wildcard's chance at RLCS Season 2. They're going to continue to apply the pressure here, but Vince has the ball in the blue corner. Fireworks pushes this one around. They have to score now, and then they have to score again just to force overtime. Vince pressing that one over. As the final countdown happens, they bully Skies to the side. Corrupted G sends it onto the backboard. It's hit 1 second. There's no score in 2. Well done by Deception, qualifying for RLCS Season 2, and a valiant effort by Wildcard.
This is about what we predicted. I mean, it was tough. We hadn't seen Wildcard play, but I think they had some really good opportunities. They definitely had some good plays here and there, just a little bit slow sometimes. A little bit slow to get to the ball. They would let Deception kind of play their game. Deception suffered from the same ailment, I suppose, for the entire first game. The first game, both teams kind of weren't able to mount much pressure on either opponent's halves. They were just trying to clear it, hope for something to bounce right, and then take a shot. But we saw Deception come alive a bit towards the end. We saw the Deception that probably knocked down Vendetta.
Right.
But they've got a lot ahead of them.
They do.
Seriously,
They do.
congratulations to them. They have made it to the group stages, and wildcard came so close.
They came so close. They had such a valiant effort there at the end. But again, that inaccuracy you brought up kind of punished them. They had like 3 or 4 opportunities of amazing offensive right there in the last minute, and they weren't able to put it in. So Deception going to be moving on. Well done by both of these teams. We'll be passing it back over to the analyst desk with Axel Toss and the boys. Guys, break down this match for us. Tell us what you saw.
Thank you, Wave Punk and Findable Carpet. Pretty down to business there for Deception, taking the 3-0. I'm sure they're ecstatic about that. Of course, they fell to Exodus. Yeah, a little bit earlier today, they actually fell to Exodus. So to have that morale and to stay with it and to come back and win, and not only that, but take a 3-0, pretty cool for Deception.
Yeah, these guys, the team that knocked Vendetta down into the lower bracket, and it wasn't an easy series for Exodus. They were bringing it back, and they lost in the final seconds of Game 4. They were almost about to force the Game 5 against Exodus. So Deception has been playing well all day, and they were just too much for Wildcard to handle.
Yeah, I mean, it's when you're in the losers, getting that 3-0 quick, it feels good. It's just like, let's just get this over with. Let's not give them a chance. And they knew that they played so well against Exodus before that it probably wouldn't be too much of a problem in the losers, but I mean, it's still a chance, but it just feels good to get it out of the way.
Well, let's take a look at the Mobile One high performance replay from that match. Of course, 3-0 from Deception means probably a lot of highlights from Deception.
And this one starting out, dude with the nose keeping a wild card in it, but then it was all Deception.
Yeah, I expected them to play very close from that. It Corrupted came out and started getting the first goals for them. I think they all got a goal on the first one, just keeping those points even.
But Fireworks for Deception was a key factor in their victory. Fireworks scoring time and time again, even there, just coming in to put that one in. He was coming up big for Deception.
Yeah, I mean, dude had a lot of love in chat, and he played a lot for his team. I mean, there's a reason the love was there. He did a lot of work offensively for the team, getting that one right there too. Just he pushed hard and he made sure he got as many goals as possible.
Dude, take my nose. That's all that's up. But again, Fireworks. Look at that placement. Yeah. That is such a well-placed shot. Look at this, unsavable. Skies tried to get the clear, and Fireworks was up quickly, and there was a player in net ready for that shot. But Fireworks was able to put it away in Deception with the first 3-0 of the day. And I just want to say, for everybody out there who's playing in tournaments and maybe struggling to get results, not able to finish in the top 8, top 4, or even win a tournament, Vince and Fireworks, especially Fireworks. Fireworks, I remember playing him in the very first ESL tournaments online, playing on a team called Supernova with P-Noise and Q-Dubs. They were playing and were never able to get fantastic results, but look at the dedication that he's put in. Never stopped competing, and now he's qualified for the league play.
Yeah, no,
Vince and Corrupted. It's awesome to see.
It's great to see, and again, we've all talked to these players, and I'm so excited to go back and see these guys, as you said, that have come up through this and are now finally in that spot. They've got to be so excited.
Hard work and dedication.
There were pop-offs for sure. They were jumping up in their office chairs at home, for sure.
So at this point, we have 6 of our 8 North American teams decided for who's going to be in league play. Kings of Urban, Take-Two, Exodus Revival, Vendetta, and Deception. Next up, James Bott, we have Genesis versus Pretty Neat. Yeah, so a lot to look forward to here, specifically 2 more matches at the Rocket League Championship Series, the North American qualifiers, as we find out the final 2 teams to be in league play. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.